and Russia. Now, with this, we are checking the debt to GDP ratio. Now, let's look at this. Let's look at the debt burden of these three countries. The debt burden of these three countries. Now, let's start with USA. USA. Now, compare USA to Russia. So we have 120% divided by 22.5%. So 120 divided by 22.5%, we are going to get 5.3. 5.3. Now, what have you deduced from this value? So this figure tells us that USA's debt is 5.3 times heavier than that of what? Russia. Yes, 5.3 times heavier than that of what? Russia. Debt burden. Very interesting. Now, let's move on. Let's compare that of what? Canada to USA. So Canada, for Canada, 1% divided by 22.5%. So this is going to give us approximately 4.9. 4.9. And this also tells us that Canada's debt is what? 4.9 times heavier than what? That of Russia. So with this simple calculation we just did here, tells us that USA's debt is slightly higher than that of what? Canada's. Because if we want to compare the two, so USA, which is 120, minus that of what? Canada, which is 111. So if we subtract 111 from 120, we are going to get what? 9%. And this is what? The point difference. The point difference between that of what? USA and Canada is 9%. So the difference is not wide. But what is your thoughts about this debt burden on these three countries?